Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Willis on the option to the right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Henry up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery. Dunn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dunn. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Done. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Done. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
2nd down. Here's Willis. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
To throw on third down. Done. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. ETN up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. He'll have the first down and then some. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge... as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Check back. Check back.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18 Rattlers.
Looking to throw. Done. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram taking it in. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10. Done. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Done. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Done. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Locked incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Willis to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Done. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
3rd down and 1. Back to throw. Done. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 29. That's
Let's
good
go now.
for a Tennessee Titan.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
There you go,
line.
play action with Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Titans, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Willis will look to pass again here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's good.
49 Broncos.
First down.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Drop 60. Drop 60. Go.
Off play action. Done. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. The partners still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it...
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Titans first down.
Ready.
Willis now off play action. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready. Go.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He's able to find Miller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's good.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Willis.
And 3.
And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He'll buy some time right. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slant route to Miller. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Willis on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
With the score, Jaguars 27, Titans nothing.
Let's go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Operating from the gun. Done. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
70 Ranger. Set, tempo, set. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Down the field, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Scotty Miller laying himself out in the end zone. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Done. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive. And now here's another interception. He's on his way. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown! Davante Adams from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Done. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Back to throw. Done. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Done. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
18, pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. Done. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Again, Willis to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Willis looks to pass it here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Come on.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Dunn. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice.
And now here is another interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week